Hello, I've acquired some new books over the last few months. Let's talk about it, coming right up here on Drew's Book Reviews. Alright, good day, and welcome to another episode of Drew's Book Reviews. Today we are going to talk about the books that I have acquired throughout the months of July, August, and September. So this is my third quarter book haul video. And of course, don't forget to hit that like button, comment, and subscribe. You could also join me down on my Discord, that'll be linked below. You could also follow me on Bookstagram, that'll be linked down below as well. Thank you so much for watching, and let's talk about it. Let's talk about these books and what I have acquired over the last couple of months. Now, I really love doing these book haul videos, and this will probably be the last book haul video for a while, as I have had to cut back significantly on my book buying. Even this book haul isn't that large in and of itself, as I do have a very expensive move coming up in the summer of 2023 that I've got to focus my resources on. So this will probably be the last book haul for a little bit. It's not that I'm doing a complete book buying ban or anything like that. I might pick up the odd one here and there, but really I'm not really buying books over the next year or so. Just try and focus my resources on that upcoming move. But let's talk about the ones that I've acquired over the last 3 months. About half of these I actually picked up on my recent vacation trip to Edmonton, back to my hometown. But anyway, let's talk about this. So basically it's science fiction and fantasy, a little bit of sci-fi, mostly fantasy as it usually is, although I am trying to get more science fiction. I don't know how long it's going to take me to balance that out. I do want to get back more into science fiction. It's kind of what I started my love of reading with sci-fi, so I do want to get back into it. But let's talk a little bit about the science fiction books that I picked up first and foremost. So one of the first science fiction books I picked up was Isaac Asimov's IRobot. I don't even remember if I ever actually read this book before, but what I do know is Isaac Asimov is awesome. His Foundation series is awesome. IRobot is part of that same Foundation universe, and I know this is absolutely a science fiction classic. I don't remember reading it. I don't think I have. I saw the movie adaptation of it, but anyway, now I've got the actual book, physical book for IRobot. And I'm sure that I'll enjoy that as much as Asimov's other works. This, of course, being a classic. Asimov's 3 Laws of Robotics originate from the IRobot series, which are absolutely classic. A robot may not injure a human being or, through an action, allow a human being to be injured or come to harm. A robot must obey orders given by a human being, except where such orders would conflict with the first law. And the 3rd law of robotics classic, a robot must protect its own existence as long as such protection does not conflict with the 1st or 2nd law. So the 3 laws of robotics stem from this. These are classics in science fiction, and I look forward to getting to this book eventually. I don't know when, but eventually I will get to it, I swear. One of the other books I picked up was a book called Weaponized, Evolved for War, Destined for Battle. And it says, nobody does science fiction like Neil Asher. I've heard about Neil Asher. I haven't heard a lot about his books, but some people seem to like Neil Asher, so I picked up Weaponized. I do believe this is a standalone, pretty sure. Could be wrong, but anyway, Weaponized is on this. So this one is, she wants a new future for humanity, but her past comes along for the ride. Ursula has lived 2 human lifespans courtesy of the latest tech, and now she's struggling to find excitement and purpose. So signs up for Polity's military. She excels in weapons development, but after botching a powerful new ammunition test, she's dismissed from service. Hunting for a simpler, more meaningful existence, the ex-soldier heads for the stars. So that sounds like it might have an interesting premise. I love the cover on this book as well. Got the big giant spaceship over some burning world of some kind, and it's just an awesome cover all around. I absolutely love the cover on this book. And science fiction, excitement, adventures, space battles, that's going to be fun. I have no doubt about it. The other one that I picked up was Chasm City by Alistair Reynolds. So this is part of this kind of space opera kind of stuff. This is a Revelation Space Universe novel. I think it's a prequel, from what I understand, of Revelation Space, which I've been hearing a lot about with the whole Revelation spacing. Somebody correct me in the comments if I'm wrong about it being a prequel, but I'm pretty sure this is a prequel novel to the Revelation Space series by Alistair Reynolds, and I actually have the whole Revelation Space series on my shelf. It's just kind of behind the chair here, you can't really see it, but I do have that on the shelf, and I'm looking forward to getting to Alistair Reynolds because I've been hearing a lot of really good things about his writing and the space opera side of things and the science fiction and all that good stuff. So this is one that I'm really looking forward to getting to eventually. Again, I have no idea when, hopefully sometime in 2023, but we'll kind of see how that goes as far as whether I get to that or not. So this kind of moves into the more fantasy sci-fi realm. I mean, it is kind of based in space from what I understand, but I've also heard it definitely leads more towards that kind of gothic dark fantasy. But anyway, I picked up Gideon the Ninth. This was going crazy on BookTube over a year ago now, I'm pretty sure. People were talking about Gideon constantly, and it's one of those books that have been on my radar for quite some time. I mean, space zombies. I love the tagline. Lesbian necromancers explore a haunted gothic palace in space. That just sounds crazy. If that is definitely a way to sell this book, that's for sure. So this is one of the books I picked up on my recent trip and book shopping, which I had the opportunity to do with CD from the Discord. So that was a lot of fun, and I'm so glad that I had that opportunity to meet up with one of my friends from Discord in the BookTube world. And go do some book shopping. That was a lot of fun. This is one of the ones I picked up. In fact, we're going to be doing or at the time of posting, we're going to be doing a buddy read of Gideon the Ninth. So that'll be fun. And don't worry, if you want to join in the buddy read with Gideon the Ninth, it's not too late. We'll be doing this throughout the month of October. So looking forward to that. Gideon the Ninth by Tasman Mir. This is going to be a good read because everything I've heard about it, well, not everything, but generally the feelings and thoughts in BookTube community on this is that Gideon the Ninth is a good, enjoyable read. I only buy books that I hear about a good BookTube that people like, generally speaking. One of the other books that I picked up, again, this is one of my books from my recent shopping trip in Edmonton, is this author is essentially a must-buy for me now. Wish I could say buy them as soon as they're out, but I don't always do that. But this is definitely a must-buy for me. Must-buy author, and that's going to be Brian McClellan in The Shadow of Lightning. So this is from his new series that he's putting out, book 1 of The Glass Immortals. I don't know anything about this, honestly. I just don't. It's magic, it's Brian McClellan. I love this Powder Mage world. It's Brian McClellan. I'm going to buy it. Brian McClellan is definitely one of those must-buy authors for me. Kind of like Brandon Sanderson, he's also a must-buy. Speaking of Sanderson, I am signed up for his secret projects, and I can't wait to start getting his secret project books. But anyway, about Brian McClellan, if you haven't read the Powder Mage world, I've got some videos on the Powder Mage here on the channel, so make sure that you go check that out. If you just search this channel for Powder Mage, you'll find it there at Brian McClellan. But in any case, in The Shadow of Lightning, his first book in his new series, I knew this was out. I had to get it eventually, of course, because it's Brian McClellan, and I absolutely loved his Powder Mage world. One of the other books that I got was John Gwynn's The Hunger of the Gods. So again, this is a series that BookTube seems to love, and so because they love it, I think I'm gonna like it. His first two, Faithful, The Fallen, and Blood and Bone, have been praised to no end on BookTube, Viking-inspired fantasy for those ones from what I understand, and now we've got The Hunger of the Gods. I haven't read anything by John Gwynn yet, but I've got all of his books on my shelf, and I'm really looking forward to getting to John Gwynn. I'm hoping again to start these books sometime in the new year. So we'll have to see how that goes and when I finally get to them. When it comes to what's popular on BookTube now, sometimes I feel like I'm kind of behind on a lot of that because I got so much already planned for my reading, but that's okay because I'm hearing about, I probably never would have heard of John Gwynn or how awesome this guy is, and I really hope that he's living up to the hype once I get around to his books, because that'd be disappointing if he wasn't, let's face it. But BookTube, you have not let me down yet when it comes to recommendations for books, so I have complete faith that I'm going to enjoy that. One of the other books that I picked up it was sent to me actually, was Baden Hill by I Anonymous. Hey, it's Future Editing Drew here. I thought this would be the perfect time to cut in and let everybody know that tomorrow, Baden Hill by IRobot on October the 8th will be free to download on Amazon, so definitely check that out. This is a limited time promotion and a free download ebook. Definitely check that out. But also, this seems like the perfect time to announce that on October 23rd, that is Sunday, October 23rd at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I am going to have IRobot on my channel for a author interview live stream. We will be discussing his works in the Wars of Wrath, and definitely this is a great opportunity to tune into that. Leave a comment down below with any questions you might have about the interview, about the books, about anything you want to know, any questions you want me to ask. So definitely let me know in the comments down below, or hop into the Discord. I'll set up a live stream channel. There's a live stream channel there where you can plop some questions in for that as well. Can't wait. I do believe we may have Nico from Nico's Book Reviews should be joining us. Still working out all the details, but hopefully Nico will be able to join us as well. So definitely check that out, and we'll see you on the 23rd. All right, let's get back to the book haul. So this is the sequel to Gerzel. This is book 2 in the Wars of Wrath. If you haven't checked out my review of this video, go check that out. That is on the channel. I will try to remember to link it in the description below as well as in the cards. Definitely go check out Baden Hill and Gerzel, IRobot. These are fantastic books. Historical fantasy. So it's historical medieval Europe, focusing around the pagan and Christian tradition of medieval Europe around the time of the fall of Rome. And just really, really good. I'm absolutely loving these books. Fantastic in every which way. Historical fantasy, love it. Great read. Check it out if you have not already. Check out my reviews on those books if you have not already. The book on this small-ish book haul for the months of July, August, and September is going to be Gerzel. So this is the hardcover edition that I now have of Gerzel, which was sent to me by IRobot. Again, thank you, IRobot, so much for your gift of your books. I am very grateful for that and quite happy about that. Thank you so much. Now, this one is really cool because this one actually has a quote from myself on the back cover. I never in my life expected that I would have my name in a quote on a cover on a book when I started this channel. And that is just really, really cool. I love that about that, and I will always, always love this book because of it. And kind enough to sign the copy as well. Don't know if you could see that very well. But anyway, this is a wonderful edition of the hardcover of Gerzel. Thank you so much for sending it to me. Thank you for including my quote on your book. That was really cool of you, and I really appreciate that. So thank you so much for your wonderful and awesome edition of Gerzel hardback. Really appreciate that. And there are just 2 other books that I've acquired over these last couple of months. These ones I don't have in physical form. I actually download them as a ebook to my tablet on the Kindle app, which I have. And these are books that honestly Andrew's Wizardly Reads just would not be quiet about, and so I had to get them eventually, especially when I had a gift card for Amazon with a couple bucks left over. I just used it for that. And that was going to be Unsold and Soulsmith by Will Wright. So these books are now on my Kindle for the e-reader edition of them, and they are going to be read eventually. I don't know when. And well, let me just tell you this, Andrew, from Andrew's Wizardly Reads. They better live up to the hype that you made them out to be, or I'm going to be disappointed. So there you have it. There are my books for third quarter book haul of 2022 for the months of July, August, and September. So I haven't picked up a whole lot over the last 3 months, and I don't expect I'm really going to be picking up much over the next year or so. But hopefully once things get resettled, when I move next year, I'll be able to get back to my normal book buying amounts. Well, we'll see what happens. But don't worry about that. I've got plenty of books on my shelf, probably two and a half years, give or take, of books to read if I didn't buy a single book for the next couple of years. But like, that's going to happen. We all know I'm going to buy something. But in any case, thank you so much for watching. There's my book haul for my third quarter 2022 book haul here on the channel. Let me know what you thought down below. If you read any of these books, do any of them sound interesting? What do you think? What have you gotten over the last couple of months in the third quarter of 2022? Let me know in the comments down below, or join me on my Discord. That'll be linked below, and we could talk about it there as well. Also, you could follow me on Bookstagram, that will be linked below. Finally, last but not least, Empire in Black and Gold by Adrian Tchaikovsky. I picked this one up as well. This is apparently a fantasy book, although he generally has written science fiction. At least the books by Adrian Tchaikovsky that I have are science fiction, this one being a fantasy. I don't know anything about this. I've just heard a lot of good things about this author, so I bought it. I know I'm taking a big risk here, buying a bunch of books by an author I've never read. But again, BookTube, you've never let me down when it comes to recommending authors, and I've heard good things about Adrian Tchaikovsky, so I thought, why the heck not? Let's go for it. Empire in Black and Gold, the days of peace are over. Which honestly sounds pretty typical of fantasy. I mean, what fantasy is a story about peace? It just doesn't happen. Anyway, so Empire in Black and Gold by Adrian Tchaikovsky. So there you have it. So let me know down in the comments below, what'd you think? Have you read any of these books? What have you acquired in the last 3 months? Let me know down below. I'd love to hear it. Or you could join me over on my Discord, which will be linked below, and you can join me there. Follow me on Bookstagram. I look forward to hearing from you. And, you know, hopefully the next time I do one of these book hauls, it'll be a nice big one, but who knows. As mentioned at the beginning of the video, I don't expect I'm really going to be spending a lot of money on books, or just very rarely buying a book over the next several months, possibly over the next year, just so I could focus on some things that I need to. Not a book buying fan, of course, so I'm sure I will acquire some. I do, after all, have this Sanderson Secret Project coming, which, by the way, I am so excited for. I can't wait to get my first Secret Project book in the mail. That is going to be so much fun. Anyway, let me know what you thought down below. Let me know what books you have acquired over the last several months. And, you know, as always, until next time, thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, keep on reading. Bye!